Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And it's Kaka. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Looking to play him in, and he plays one through. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Kaka. Tries to pass it through, and he was alert to it. Batistuta! Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, there's a probing ball. Guardiola wins the duel this time. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Batistuta. Great work on the overlap. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with the corner, they're first. And the keeper beats it away. Park Ji-sung. And this is Batistuta. Showing good feet. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Not the most convincing of passes. Nice physical challenge. Now, the ball's gone astray. And he's there to retrieve it. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. That's a good ball out wide. Decent progress down the left. Batistuta picks it up out wide. Pinches it off him. Oh, they could be caught out here. Kaka. Turns back here, probably the best option. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life.
And the shot! Guardiola! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
No, he's not getting past him there. Vinicius Junior has got himself a free kick. Madrid looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch. If they
Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rice goes short. He's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that pass isn't the best. Park Ji-sung. Great run on the overlap here. So much has happened in this game, but still no goal.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long.
Rice kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. And he's in on shot at goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's good defending in numbers. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And here's Batistuta. That is good strength. Now, who's going to be first to this? Nicely aimed pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
1 minute added time.
And Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
All hands on deck for this one. And the referee brings it to a close. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
Spread it left. Delivers. There's the header! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. This to go one up. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bellingham. Now, who's going to be first to this? Van Basten! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Messi plays it short. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Corner number 2 then. And he decides to cross it. Kvaratskhelia getting this one clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. Looking for a runner. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That's an imaginative pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Batistuta chasing after it. Great run on the overlap here. Cross to the back post. Oh, smashing header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Bellingham has it in a wide position. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's been taken short. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been slipped through. And this is Van Basten. He's picked his way through. Oh, well played. Tries a deft little ball. Nielsen. Chouameni. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. He can get that clear. Taken back almost at once. Nielsen. Chouameni. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that has been cut short. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, super find.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Look at the space here. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Milan, number 5, Bellingham. Coming on the field is...
And we're underway again.
Bernardo Silva.
Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Now he's off and running. Not the most accurate pass. Bernardo Silva. And this is Batistuta. Kvaratskhelia. He is through here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. And he can clear it away. And it's gone back to the keeper, Diogo Costa. A keeper with complete command over his defence. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to...
And he's let fly! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Cleared without hesitation. Batistuta. Kvaratskhelia goes on a charge down the left. He has found the way through. Courtois claims comfortably. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Batistuta. Baresi. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that's put paid to a promising move. And the finish! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about it.
Just the keeper to Kvaratskhelia! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Chelsea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That is good alertness. Van de Ven.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Knocks it into space. It's Ibrahimovic! And he's had a hit! He's got away with one there. Yamal. He is just caressing the ball. He's found a way through. There's the shot! Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle. battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's been drilled in. Guardiola clears. Van der Ven spots it and intercepts. Now it's Batistuta.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, shooting chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Batistuta really may get an earful from...
Oh no, what has happened here? And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's... has a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bellingham. Looking to play him in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Beckenbauer. Now that's well seen too. And we hit half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Or any other paid parking facilities in the area. Substitution on the field. Number 22, Bellingham.
Here's the whistle then to start the second half.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
That's a super give and go. Can he latch on to this? He's got tall. Oh, he's hit the bar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Kvaratskhelia. Real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Messi. Cannavaro. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Tchouaméni, played out to the left flank. He's going for goal! What a hit, the save was firm.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Neymar. Cannavaro. Oh, what a mistake! Great ball. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Yamal. Number 9, Batistuta. Coming on the field, number 8, Bale. Number 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, this looks sharp. Roberto Carlos.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Mbappe looking to run onto it. Mbappe. Played into the... Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And it's Tchouaméni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Tries a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome. Pretty robust defending.
And we're done. Milan did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan just didn't have enough time, Peter, to correct their many problems in this match.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. And it's Guardiola. He's had a shot! And the ball is out of play. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, played right into his path. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that was venomous. Cafu cuts out the pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it...
Oh, what a mistake! Oh. Ibrahimovic! Goal! Milan! The breakthrough strike! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to...
Can he finish? Sticks it away! And just like that, he's into double figures now. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Takes a shot! It's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Marquinhos calmly anticipates. It's Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kimmich clears it away. And the volley. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Iniesta. Ibrahimovic! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That ball looks a good one. It's Bale! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, that's a key interception. And we hit half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Milan are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substitution.
Here we go again then. And he cuts out the supply. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's quick to get it clear again. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Kimmich. Rijkaard. Santos finding their passes. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. Marquinhos makes the interception. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ibrahimovic. Baresi. Can he get onto this? Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Guardiola. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Costa Curta. Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Nicked it back promptly. Decent chance! It's hit the crossbar. That's rather hopeful. They want to be quick to recover this. Big header! No mistake! Santos are all square. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Lampard! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cannavaro gets it clear. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Batistuta.
Oh, really well played.
Great defending, strong and determined.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's managed to gift it back.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Now it's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Lampard. Batistuta. Oh, and pulled into... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Ibrahimovic. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too, no doubt. There's the header! Lofted upfield. And he was quick to react. And here's Bale. Goes for goal! Oh, crossbar! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's found a way past. Can he finish? Oh, it rattles the bar. Fernando Torres tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Now that's well seen too. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And the shot! Goal! Milan! The breakthrough strike! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Kvaratskhelia. Raul. That is good alertness. Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Raul, looking for options for movement. Thuram. Thuram proves just a little bit too strong. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Delivered across. Keeper has taken decisive action. Bernardo Silva! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Milan are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Chouameni. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Milan have a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Pinches it off him. Rijkaard, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Bale. Bernardo Silva. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Raul, and he welcomes it in. And no, that was never going to make it. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. Çalhanoğlu hurtling down that right flank. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Bale. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident. And Batistuta is... Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Tchouameni. Played out to the left flank. He is through here. He is just caressing the... Goes for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kvaratskhelia clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this is Batistuta. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Tries to play it through. Now, can they get him away? Gets into some space. Played in deep. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Torres. Tchouameni. And he's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
It's Ibrahimovic! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
3-0. And a chance! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Milan are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Takes a shot.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Çalhanoğlu.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
The less said about that pass, the better. Looking to play him in. And he's there to get it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. And the first half is done. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Milan pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far.
Substitution for Milan. Number 12, Turn. Number 9.
And we're underway again.
Number 7.
Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Number 33.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Bale.
Substitution in progress.
Great vision. Brilliantly cut out. Ibrahimovic!
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
That has been slung wide. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it out wide. Ibrahimovic. Defending was strong and firm. He's in a great position here. Kvaratskhelia. Shoots! And that has faded wide.
Kvaratskhelia probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? James. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the chance! And he's made sure that's not getting through. Bernardo Silva. And that could set him on his way. A big chance! Must and the finish! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Looking for the run. Kvaratskhelia. Played back in. Oh, this is a great position. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And here's Kvaratskhelia. He's having a go. No, it's wide.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Applies the finish! Oh, he really got hold of that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Well read, nice interception. Kvaratskhelia. Milan finding their passes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Could try cutting inside here. Hoisted in.
Better control, and he would have had a selection of options.
Cannavaro gathers from the goal kick. And this is Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. He's found some space. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Knocks it into space. Now it's Foden. And it's gone back to the keeper. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Can he get on the end of this? Foden. Well read, and the danger is averted. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's been played through, and he's managed to get free. Plenty to... It's Bale! It's bounced back off the post. And he thumps it clear. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Can he get onto this? He's had a shot! And he's missed it.
Milan are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Raul. Coming on the field is number 19, Mbappe.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. And he can clear it away. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Van der Ven. Well, that has not gone well. And the keeper's got it again. Diogo Costa, a keeper with complete command over his defence. Tchouaméni goes looking wide. Now it's Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
He's got away. Can he finish? It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Tchouaméni, 75 minutes played. Spread out to the left. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Mbappe was in no mood for any of that. Threads one in. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, nice touch. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic. Tchouaméni. Kvaratskhelia. Van der Ven. Guardiola. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's the shot! They've done it! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it!
84 minutes is
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
substitution for Milan.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Kvaratskhelia. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Cross to the back post.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And that's definitely not his best. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And he's away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe, and that could set him on his way. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Bale! And that's past the post. Well, they've got it again. Now then, the ball's come loose. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Bale, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So it's away we go then. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest.
Owen! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's picked his way through. Here it is, crossed in. Deftly away.
This is the time you need that pace.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ibrahimovic. Now it's Bale. Robertson. Now it's Park Ji-sung. That has not gone well.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Gets into some space. Looking for a corner. Milan with the corner. There first. Kvaratskhelia plays it short. Kvaratskhelia. Gets a good foot in there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, easy pickings there. It's going to be another corner, I think. Corner number 2 then. And he thumps it clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the shot! And he hits the net! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Batistuta demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fair...
Shapes to shoot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Milan have their third corner. Cleared away. Oh, good-looking ball. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And here's Batistuta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. David Villa. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Milan really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substitution for Milan, number 20, Batistuta. Number
Barcelona
9,
kick off the second half.
number 8,
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Pass somewhat off target. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nicely weighted ball. He can run onto that. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Owen. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
substitution for Milan, number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 12, Van Basten.
No,
Substitution.
no way through. Baresi. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Rosicki. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Rosicki. Rosicki takes... It's Rosicki! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Referee's given a throw. Could try cutting inside here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Knocks it into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Van Basten. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Van Basten. That's the keeper's ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And no, that was never going to make it. Searching pass he's played there. Pinches it off him. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, there's the clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. Played into space. Now that's well seen too. Great vision. And that's been won straight back. 5 minutes left on the clock. Nice looking ball. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Van Basten! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And the volley. The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. So, Jim, how do you reflect on...